In an alternate universe 2020, astronaut Zachary Stone decides to retire early from the space program to become a detective in search for his missing brother. Frustrated with the lack of clues to locate his missing brother and the growing crime of Metropolis City, which is the place he swore to protect as a cop, Detective Stone turns back to the organization he retired from for solutions. Hi, I'm Sean Holmes, and this video is about the tale of SuperVoice. SuperForce ran for 2 seasons for a total of 48 episodes from October 1990 to May of 1992 in the United States. Zachary Stone loves two things: beautiful women and upholding the law as a cop. But sometimes those things are incompatible while being a traditional cop in a city overloaded with crime. Due to the long history between the Stone family and Hungerford Industries, Zach was given full access to the research department and lead scientist FX Spinner. Both FX and CEO of Hungerford, EB, convinced Stone to use an experimental prototype spacesuit for urban pacification. The suit was designed to protect the wearer from extreme environments and increase the strength of the user. The significant ability of the suit is the function to repel most forms of weapons via the force field. However, in one episode, a scene revealed a possible weakness in the suit's design as it appeared to malfunction after being exposed to electricity, or from my subjective view, an EMP blast, which, from what I can tell, did not restrict the mobility of the suit, but it did deactivate the force field that protects the wearer from different forms of weaponry. The Superforce gear is connected to its motorcycle. The bike is a modified two-wheeled vehicle with jet engines for vertical leaps and ground high-speed chases. It is also equipped with a front-side rotary cannon. Stone's Superforce weapons include a modified nightstick containing built-in pepper spray, flamethrower, and one embedded missile. The Superforce headgear and helmet has within it a built-in communication system to chat with FX, high-tech recording gear, optical devices for blasting a linear heat beam, and a targeting system for tracking. By day, Zack Stone is a mild man or city detective, but by night or during emergency situations, he is the black-clad wearer of an experimental prototype spacesuit and rider of a high-tech vehicle. He is, the suit is, the bike is, called Superforce. The directors and creators of Superforce were Robert Short, Larry Brody, Janice Hedler, James J. McManara, and Viacom. Sorry if I butchered the name. The creators based the Superforce show on RoboCop movies. Larry Brody worked on projects like Star Trek Voyager and Walker, Texas Ranger. Janice Hedler is famous for projects like TJ Hooker and Xena Warrior Princess. James J. McManara is most known for his work on the movie Flipper. Robert Short worked on movies like Star Trek, the motion picture in 1979, and the 1990s TV series Flash. Viacom produced the Superforce series as a companion to other live-action shows like Superboy and Lightning Force. Superforce characters actor Ken Orlin, main character, starred in movies like Summer School and Daybreak. But after his role as Superforce ended, he temporarily suspended his acting career to focus on his commitment to a company called Unified Films Organization, LLC, as its financier. The company was sold to a German organization in 2000, and Ken stayed in finances while doing limited shows and movies compared to his 80s and 90s busy Hollywood acting history. His co-star to SuperForce, who played the scientist FX, was actor Larry B. Scott, who was well known in the movie Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, that guy. The character known as EB was played by actor Patrick McNee, who starred in movies like View to a Kill, which is the James Bond movie, and the 1970s TV series Battlestar Galactica. EB was the CEO of Hungerford Industries, who was murdered under mysterious circumstances and remade into an AI to keep the company under Superforce's control. The first season's focus on Superforce's brother was played by actor Marshall R. Teague. Marshall Teague was well known for his role in movies like Roadhouse and Armageddon. Captain Carla Frost's first season was played by actress Lisa Nemi, who is well known for her roles in movies like Steel Dawn and Next of Kin. Antonio Caroni, who played Stone's police captain Avery Merkel, second season, also appeared in shows like 90s Swamp Thing and the movie Cape Fear. The recurring villain for the first season of Superforce, named Tao Satori, was played by actor G. Gordon Liddy. Liddy was the actor who in real life was sentenced to 20 years in prison for his role in the Nixon Watergate scandal. President Carter reduced Libby's prison time, which allowed him to act in TV shows like Miami Vice and, of course, later on, Superforce. Aside from the show's interesting stories and special effects, the show had two famous real-life adult film stars, Tracy Lord and Ginger Lynn. Ginger Lynn was written in the story as a former girlfriend to Zachary Stone, aka the former girlfriend to Superforce. And she appeared in both seasons, but only for a few episodes. Tracy Lord only appeared in one episode of the first season. On a special note regarding season 2, but let's start with what the first season was about. The first season was about a character on a bike with a special suit. But towards the end of the series run, the show creators decided to update the character within the special suit. It was revealed that Zachary Stone by accident gained biological enhancements. Some of these enhancements include unusual extrasensory perception and increased strength. Changes to the Superforce character, Zachary Stone, resulted in him using the Superforce suit less often for fear of killing someone by accident. Yes, Superforce is an OP character. In the beginning of the show, Superforce was often pitted against ordinary criminals using both conventional and non-conventional weapons, but towards the last episodes, villains range from beings from other planets to strange individuals with abnormal abilities, often depicted with white hair. Sadly, the Superforce show was brought to an end after second season due to cheesy plots, inconsistency with the story, and bad special effects. On a final special note, I couldn't find any information on Superforce having any connected merchandises for the business aspect of the series, like comic books or toys. But I suspect if there were episode crossovers between its neighbors, such as Superboy and Lightning Force, I think they might have had toys made in honor of the television series Superforce and comic books. Now it's time for that game of Is It Street Hawk? Round 1. A cop frustrated with the daily grinds of the job is granted access to a company's secret experimental spacesuit and jet motorcycle tech. Question, is it Street Hawk? No, no. Both projects are experimental, but Street Hawk is funded by the government and, if successful, is intended to be given to every U.S. law enforcement agency in the United States. SuperForce is a private industry's experiment intended to be used for the space program, and they could not be more different. Round 2. Both bikes for Street Hawk and Superforce are the same thing, except one carries Zachary Stone and the other transports Jesse Mock. Is it Street Hawk? No, no. Jesse Mock's Street Hawk is an all-terrain attack motorcycle equipped with defensive weapons and high-speed maneuvering abilities. In contrast, Zachary Stone's Superforce bike is less maneuverable and less armed, but both rider and bike are protected from offensive attacks via the Superforce suit's force field. By itself, Street Hawk, the suit, is vulnerable to attacks. Final round. They're both pursuing justice wherever that path takes them, with or without the help of law enforcement, and sometimes against law enforcement. They're both vigilantes. Is it Street Hawk? No, no. In the Street Hawk show, Jesse Mock is a cop working in the public relations department of the police force while faking a limp in his step to secretly ride Street Hawk. Zachary Stone is a police detective presumed by most of his colleagues to have good health, but is secretly Superforce. Both Jesse Mock and Zachary Stone could not be more different. All right, that's it for today for this edition of Is It Street Hawk? Stay tuned for Is It Stingray? Ah, got you. You thought I was going to say Knight Rider, huh? The Superforce DVDs for season 1 and 2 can be found in places like Amazon.com, Walmart, maybe even Best Buy. I'm sure online you can find some other outlet stores that sell the DVDs to Superforce. Now that I'm at the end of this video, I want to honor the title G Crossovers by giving Praise an awesome crossover picture of Skeletor from He-Man stories and the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbuster stories, which was merged into one image, like this. This image was found on reddit.com. Nice job, Gen Artworks. Please share this video. Let us know in the comments down below if you'd be interested in more videos like this. Now I got to go clear up some rights issues by making my block videos play nice with the studios. If I do this right, I might be able to talk about my favorite cartoon, the Gummy Bears, in the next video. Assuming that the studios give me permission to do another video. Or maybe doing a video on the television series Time Tracks. It's the Buck Rogers 25th Century of the Parking Lot. How could it possibly fail? Bye!
Dang, will somebody please pay the light bill?